Hi guys, back. We'll just be back in 2 minutes. So I'm back, and we were focusing on that. Okay, so the stream is running on. So we were focusing on this app right now. This was the app that we were working on, and the problem with this part was that the state was not being managed properly. So we had to look on that. And what I found a solution was, is for example, see if we select any of the indexes, right now it shows zero index is selected. So right now, just let's fix that part in which we have to like choose the correct index. So when we choose the controller handler, we're also logging the control handlers. Now that is being logged. Now also we have to put the index. So let's find the index. And how are we gonna find the indexes in the HTML controllers? We're gonna find that element, and that element should be equal to what, right? So now that element's ID should be equal to HMA device ID. And once we have found that, device ID, we have to just to go to HTML controller index function and just update the index. And index has already been declared. Okay, my bad. Temp index, you can say, actually, this function is not required. Right? Just add context into this. Successfully created. Now let's just check that if it's working. Just got an error. We're recording. Yeah. So it's saying that are not valid as a React child. Found object with ease name. If you want to enter location, collection of children, use an array instead. Fetch finished, loading. Get you order. What's the error? And why is it? Because if I have changed that. Okay. So where click on that. Where we have React child. Okay, use an array instead. It's telling me that we have to use an array instead. So is this happening due to the reason due to this, or because I'm confused? These are the controllers that we are currently having, right? And when we define the apartment, we go inside the apartment page. Now the apartment page, does this have any problems or any errors? I don't think so. But when we are just clicking it, are we having any problem here index instead? So HMA controllers, okay. It's a list, right? Uh, Data, example, let me just say that this index is not, because I think this is the only one which is giving me problem. Yeah, sure. This was the only function that was giving me problem. Sorry, it has to be index. You just put it as the child, but it has to be the index. See how the index, now that it's taking up the index properly. No, let's do one thing is we are going to populate the data more. This is the, this thing, this data, the controller's data is actually we're going to fetch it from the backend. But right now, what we are trying to do is we will just collect the data. I'll just use the dummy data right now, and then we'll focus on the collection from the backend and the code for that whatsoever. Let's give it a different ID, so whatever, some ID or something like that. And instead we can just say SP32 controller, right? Now let's just go there. We have all these three things. Saying that key should be unique, so okay, yeah. Let's give it the same. Controller index 0, controller index 1, and controller index 2. Well and good. Now what we have to do is we have to give an add room functionality. So you know what I have to do is once I click on the add room, it has to add the room on that specific HMA object, right? So on that specific HMA object. And do I need to that's what I'm thinking of. Keep that HMA object currently, because problem with that is if I go back, right, HMA object will be updated, but we have to update that global context that we have like completely, like all of the values have to be updated by the only single source, which is the HMA controllers itself, right? Yeah. So the problem with this functionality is right now, suppose if we may want to add a room, right? So let's just try to focus on that. How are we going to add the room? So we have to now focus on this apartment page directory. Okay, let's go. Now, how are we first going to render the room? Is we have to get all the room. Okay, no, we cannot do like that. But we can think of it in a different manner. Like you can give a function like get rooms in all rooms. Okay, so like, do we need anything like just to parse it? Anything? I don't think, because when we click on that, we know the index and the HTML that has been set by our different functions. So we'll just define this function right now, get all rooms, right? You'll just need the function itself, and 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 obviously that all the rooms are gonna be empty. Obviously, starting it's gonna be empty, and let's just good. What is it gonna return? It's gonna return an array of objects in which we are gonna iterate. Right? And one more thing is that once we update the like the state of this, we gotta like one thing I'm just thinking of is, do we even need to like require function? Because what I've been thinking of is, let me just try to extrapolate the things that happened. Now the context is there, right? Let's just use the context. We're not getting any recommendations. That's bad. What? It's there, but anyways, not working, I guess. Might be if we like open it or like just me just do that, closing. I need the recommendations and they're not coming, so what can I do? Not the OBS, I guess. All projects. See the quality of the stream. How's it like going on? So okay, that's a very bad quality. This is 720p. No, very not good. I will be ending this stream, and I'll create a new stream. Next time I will just change the let's just go to settings. That's bad. Hmm. Video bitstream. Yeah, now we can see the quality. Yeah, good. Yeah, so just put a new doc. Oh shit. My bad. Okay, so my bad. Just wasted some of your time. Let's go back and work on that function. So just get my copy. My bad. just select the indexes if they are working. Okay, yep, working. Yeah, I just don't like Edge, so I'll just get it on Chrome. It's just my preference. This is it. This is it. Now what we need is, yeah, I need to render the rooms, right? Now let's do that. Context. We have the HMA controllers HMA, and we also have the index context dot HMA controller index. So we can just easily map through it. Now, it's an HMA device. Let's just say right now we're just giving an li, yeah, HMA device dot what does it have? So their rooms, sorry. We simply cannot just output that data function. Why is that so? There's a valid reason for that. Is that we're not creating any rooms. Okay, so reason is that in every HMI device we need to have like the rooms that I have to think of. Hmm. This heads up like before inputting all those values into this, what we have to do is we have to create all empty rooms to them. Or I can just say that the data that we will get. Obviously we'll get some rooms, or we'll just say we have dummy list as of now. This, yeah, so I'm back, sorry. I think this stream will not last for more than half an hour. My apologies. Uh, where was I guess? Yeah, I have to add empty room. Sorry, empty list to all the rooms. Just in case. So that our function works. Actually, instead of that right now, the function that we are using right now, it's definitely going to give an error to us. So is error. There is an error. We're on which page? Again, we're on search. My bad. We are on the device list page, which should not have any of these. Context is not defined in apartment. Sorry, HMS2. Context is not defined. Yeah, we have the error. It's not functional. So we are not, are we not, like, what do you say? Like, HMI state context, and we have the controllers HMI, and then we also have the index. Sorry, HMI state context dot HMI controller index. Just so that I can get the list is if like I'm actually like clicking on it. Well and good. It's actually there. It exists. Okay. So let's go and try to render it again. Okay. Because now it's a list, right? This is what I've been talking about. This thing right now is a list, which we have to map. So we can just simply say map, and then sorry, rooms. No, not even rooms. It's actually an object. So in that we have to go to rooms, and then we have to map it, right? And then we have our room, and then this we have our. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. Okay, fine. Didn't break anything, thank God. And obviously it didn't also render anything. And the sole reason for that is there are no rooms currently in that. So if I go to devices, right, and just I will say that if I add an object, and there will be an ID of every room, obviously, so room something, whatever. A name, I'll just say like it's a bedroom, okay. And if I go back, okay, and if I click on it, okay, they have to have a unique key prop. So it's not a problem anyways. It's the button page. We should render something, right? So room dot name we have, and then we can also give a key prop. So it's gonna be room dot ID. Not an issue, and things will be resolved. Go back, go. Now we have to work on that add room function. So like we will be able to add more rooms into this. Okay, so that's something that we should think of. This I think I should place it in a different div b. Yeah. Hmm. So obviously a different div. Controller selected. Just put this also in a different. Hang on. And then their own diffs. Go back right now. Add room. Now we have to work on the add room function. Right? Yeah. Oh, let's go. So add room. Add room. Add room handler. These I will just give a naming convention of handlers, and those are gonna have like functions. As a new room, that specific which may right function. Sorry, my bad. So there, like this. We don't. Yeah, we definitely need the what do you say? Room data. Obviously, you need some object to put it right. Let's add the auto completion. This one data, whatever. Just for auto completion. It's not defined. Whatever. It's defined now. Right? So hmm, that's where now things are gonna get interesting. So now we need the previous state. What we can do is we'll definitely need the HMI controllers handler in the previous state, and then we're gonna go things inside it will push our data. We have to return it also. Well, just thinking on it. Let's do that then. All rooms handler. We don't need this actually. Where is it? We don't need this. Okay, there's an error. My bad. Removed it. Moved it. Okay, man. I will just add the dependency. Then you're gonna cry for that, right? Cries. This thing cries. Then why? There's an error or something like that. Oh, it's fine. Fine. So we have to add a room. So we'll also give this function like that. Yeah. Index, I guess CLG does it. Room added, and that has to, yeah, CLG for the, that has to be room data. No suggestions are coming on. It's nice. Yeah, but good. Now, since I'm getting a good connection, I can do one thing. I can increase the bit rate. Just increase the bit rate, around 6,000, something like that. We can do it, right? Sure. 5,000. That's 500. Sure. They are open. Bit rate has been increased. Just for that, I'll just add this 15 minutes big thing so that I get an idea that rate's been increased. Okay, back again. Room data. Let's go HMA controllers. Dot. Sorry, it's not like that. HMA controllers handler. Now this has a previous state, and this needs an array function. What we're going to do in this array function? In the previous state, which is all the array, in that we have to go to HMA controller index, and in that rooms, in that we are going to do a concat of what that is going to be the room data. Too long of a function, I know. That's how it's done. Departments page, I'm just going to create a room data object. Let's just go const room data ID, sorry, random ID name. It's going to be hey, and this we have the on click. Let's say text. Sorry, HMA state context. Add room. That's going to be the room data. Okay. Unmute. Okay. Let's see if we can add the room. Oh shit. Properties undefined reading map. Okay. Let's clear it out then. We're at the room. Not able to add the room. That's nice. Fabulous. Hmm. Why am I not able? Let's just say one thing. Let's just say one. After the user. Previous state. Let's concat. Why is there only? Actually, it's a name. Only room. Let me check. I think we might be able to do that. Married. Let's go back. Didn't happen. That's the problem. That's the problem with the state. Why does it show? Since I'm adding the room, also logging the data. This data. Do we have a console? Yeah, it will be called. Married. Married. Things changing. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, it's not gonna be changed. If you go back, this should have actually rendered it. That's also what's happening. It's now more beautiful. Oh yeah. The reason for that is, I guess, you know, yeah, you got the reason. If you go to a parking page, we are controlling such a way actually doing that now itself. But those are rooms. So if you go to device list, we are using the controllers. We're not using the context. Context. HMI controllers. No, 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 no. Controller such a way. Let's try this out. Should not give an error. It's beautiful. Go back. Get that. It's more beautiful.